Hey, what's up? It's another episode of Watch You Strappin, and today I'm back on, or I guess I'm still on, it's not that I'm back, I'm still on the Ferro Universal Bernina Chronograph Sport. Very excellent manual wind chronograph, and yeah, and again, these aren't watch reviews, in case you're new to this. These are just quick, impromptu wristwatch check of the day with strap of choice. Just to share the watch and strap options I just happen to have for the day. And today, this is on. I forgot the name of the specific strap. If I can, I will try to put it in the description of this video, and you can check it out. It's from Cheapest NATO Straps. It's one of their single pass straps. It's actually pretty good. I don't think I've seen anything quite like this NATO design with the blue on one half, and I guess it's blue in the center with white stripes kind of flanking that center stripe, and then red on this side. I don't know. I mean, it's darker. Both red and blues are a bit darker than what's on the watch, but it's all right. I mean, you get the theme, and I'm pretty sure it matches close enough. I don't think it looks too out of place on this. And yeah, it's not bad. It's not too thick. And again, I like single pass because it can just sit nice and low on the wrist, right? You wouldn't even think there was actually a strap under there almost, right? And yeah, I like the lug spacing is pretty tight on this because the lug to lug is actually pretty short for a 41mm watch, which is good because this actually wears definitely, I think, smaller than a 41, given the ratio of the dial to bezel and everything else, the way it's designed. It really wears quite well on the wrist, such as mine, which is less than 7 inches. And as such, anyways, going back to the lugs, you can see there's a bit of a curvature to the way the straps are on it because I use curved spring bars. This is probably thin enough. I was using a thicker NATO, a Haveston, just the other day. It doesn't really fit in between with a straight spring bar, so I'll often have a set of curved spring bars just to get that extra, opening for straps to pass through. This probably would have been fine with the straight one because it's not as thick as the Haveston, but I didn't feel like swapping it out, and it's fine. I don't mind curved spring bars at all. They do a great job of adapting difficult or challenging straps to put on sometimes. This strap is pretty cool. You can actually, I gotta show this off the wrist sometime, but basically this keeper right here can move up and down. So if you were able to fold it over, you could probably move it up or down to just the right spot to keep that loose end in place that's folded over. However, this side, this hardware, even though it looks like it's about the same thickness, maybe it's actually tighter in the middle here, but I can't seem to, it seems like it's a bit effort to try to fit this end back through, like to fold it over through this keeper and back under this. It could actually fit under this, but for some reason it's having trouble passing this. It might be because I think it's just a squat, kind of compressed in. Anyways, so that's why it's tighter on the side. So I personally don't really like or want it to have it folded back over. It's an unnecessary piece of extra material off of the bottom or side of the watch, right? So if it can, like this, and much like the Havestons that I have, if it can just run through into this last keeper and just have a little bit hanging out like this is perfectly fine. So what you can do on this strap, besides the holes here to get the right fitment, is it's kind of hard to show and describe, but basically this actual buckle here is actually movable too, which is unusual because usually this part of the NATO straps usually is fixed. You can't really do anything. It's, it's usually sewn in to the very, I think the end of the of one of the parts of the NATO strap, and so it's basically fixed usually. But actually, this can be adjusted and slide up and down, and adjust the length of this the overall strap actually. So you actually I forget, but you could end up with a little bit more holes to this side of the strap and adjust it, and actually it would cause these keepers to be a little bit closer together, because this one over here is actually fixed. You can see it's just sewn in, but this one actually moves. Kind of hard to see, but just take my word for it. So if they're closer together for this application, I could have, if this opening was larger, could have folded it back over and got it under here. But again, I didn't want to do that, and it didn't quite fit through this part of it without really squeezing it in. I probably could open it up more by sticking something in and prying it a little bit more open, but again, I prefer this method with just a little bit hanging here, keeps it lower profile, and yeah, not as thick, and it's just a cleaner look, I think, without needing it to fold over like most traditional NATO straps. Anyways, enough about that. What do you think? Pretty cool combo. And I guess that's about it. I gotta get back to work. Anyways, I'll catch you later. Thanks for watching. Bye. Okay, I just wanted to show you this, see if I can edit and add this to the end of that little video. So, come on, move. See how this is? I was just trying to describe how this thing is movable. So this keeper, I said, is movable up and down. This one's fixed, obviously it's stitched in. And like I said, this part of the buckle, though, see, it's like it's not sewn in. You can actually, push the material out and pull this end down closer to, I guess, lengthen it, or pull it up this way. This end. Let me get my finger out of the way so you can kind of see what this end. You can move down towards this side, closer to this hardware, to lengthen the strap, right? Because you're feeding the bottom material through here, and then it'll loop through, and then come back out, right? So you're basically extending it, all this, right? And then go with the focus, and then if you want, you pull this keeper and this end, this bottom part up this way, and that'll shorten the length. But what happens is the distance between this hardware and this one also extends. So you gotta just play around with it. It's not hard, but what happens is that this loose end here, depending on your wrist size and how you have it strapped on, once it feeds through here, you lock it through one of the holes, right? And then you feed the loose end through this buckle or this keeper. This can move up and down. That's not a big deal, but what the problem is if this ends up being too far up the strap, the end of this strap may not reach it, or not enough passes underneath here, maybe just like the very, very tip. Then that's obviously not going to hold, right? If it comes through just like a little bit, like right past here, it could likely just slip out to the back. Unless, you guess you can pull this keeper up to help hold it in, but it's probably not effective. This is probably better to leave back this end to help keep the material down closer towards somewhere between the buckle and that's at least closer to this end, I think. Anyway, so you don't want to extend this one back here too far. It might be too short for this tail end to feed through here. So just something to keep in mind as you're adjusting the length of this thing to give you just the right amount of coverage and yeah. So anyways, that's about it. I just wanted to try to show that. Hopefully that makes sense. Other than that, it's pretty cool. It's actually, you rarely see this part of a NATO style adjustable to go up, to add or extend. Usually it's somewhere else that does it. Okay, thanks, bye.